Did you know July is scientifically proven to be more violent than any other month? Well, not really, kinda. No, it's not proven. But what we do know is that crime rates surge in the summer months. So, I uncovered like a couple weird coincidences about July crimes. What do you think? Good morning. I'm Kelly. This is The Woman Condemned, where we talk about women on death row, those serving life, and female criminality as a whole. As I was wrapping up July cases, I noticed how many mass shootings there were in July. So I started looking back. I looked back as far as 2014. There were at least two 4th of July shootings in 2014. So I went to 2015. It happened twice in 2015. It seems like every year some kind of shooting happens around 4th of July. So I started looking just to see how many I could find. So here are some of the most remarkable cases I found in the last couple years, and some science on why people do this. So don't forget to let me know why you think people go haywire in the summertime. On July 16th, 2015, Mohammed Youssef Abdulaziz fired on two military installations in Chattanooga. First, he did a drive-by at a recruiting center and then at a U.S. Navy reserve a few miles down the road. He killed 4 people and wounded 3, and one of those died later. His friends said he was a normal guy. He went to high school in Chattanooga. He went to college at UT. He trained in martial arts and MMA. All his classmates and teachers called him humble and smart. He had 1 DUI, but then everyone said he went to visit an uncle in Kuwait the year before the murders in 2014. And when he got back, he was never the same. That he distanced himself, and then on that terrible Thursday, he drove to those 2 military installations and killed those people. He killed Gunnery Sergeant Thomas Sullivan, Lance Corporal Squire K. Wells, Staff Sergeant David Wyatt, Sergeant Carson Holmquist, and Navy Petty Officer Randall Smith. On July 23rd, 2015, a mass shooting occurred at the Grand 16 movie theater in Lafayette, Louisiana. 59-year-old John Russell Hauser opened fire during a showing of the film Trainwreck, killing 2 people and injuring 9 others before he committed suicide. Mr. Hauser had been suffering from mental illness for quite some time and was estranged from his family after making some weird threats. Back in the 80s, he was convicted of arson after he tried to burn down an attorney's office just because he didn't like who the attorney was representing. His victims were Macy Burrow, 21, and Jillian Johnson, 33. On July 7th, 2016, Micah Javier Johnson ambushed a group of police officers. 2 civilians were also wounded. Johnson was an Army Reserve Afghan War veteran, but he was angry over police shootings of black men. He killed those 5 officers, and following that shooting, Johnson hid out on the campus of El Centro College, where he had a standoff with police. They killed Johnson with a bomb attached to a remote-control disposal robot. It was the first time U.S. law enforcement used a robot to kill a suspect. This shooting was the deadliest incident for the U.S. law enforcement since the September 11th, 2001 attacks. In 2019, a shooting in California at the Gilroy Garlic Festival killed 3 people and injured 17. Santino William Legan was identified as the shooter, 19 years old. He identifies as a white supremacist, although he is of Italian and Iranian descent. A few days before the incident, he was posting all over social media his distaste for mixed race couples, etc. Strangely enough, he is the great grandson of the old actor William Holden. His victims were 6-year-old Stephen Romero from San Jose, 25-year-old Trevor Irby, a college graduate, and 13-year-old Kayla Salazar of San Jose. All these things happen in July. Crime rates surge roughly 10% all over the country in the summer months. Some places get even more than a 10% rise. Erie, Pennsylvania regularly reports at least 35% increases in crimes from June through August. Homicides, burglaries, DUI, and assault are the crimes that rise the most in the summer. But why? There are a few theories. One is gatherings. Having more people in one space just gives you better odds that something bad's going to happen. Add alcohol and heat, and it's OV. Long summer days, same idea. They're just longer daytime hours to spend getting in trouble. Hot temperatures make people cranky, especially when you're in a crowd. And vacations have people away from their homes a lot, which leads to burglaries and thefts. So that's it. What do you think? Is it just the heat? Or are people fed up and hot and grouchy and ready for winter? I don't know. Why does crime rise in the summer months?